I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
Yo, this is Hungry Millennial coming to you from Chicago, Illinois. Today I want to talk to you about attitude. Attitude is everything. The same attitude that you use at that 9 to 5 or the 3 to 4 hour shift that you work at freaking McDonald's is the same attitude that you're going to exude when you go into job interviews or when you actually land a job that you think is your dream job. A lot of times we don't realize that we are the number one inhibitor when it comes to job performance. I learned that, when like one of the multiple jobs that I worked in college. In college, I was doing like 20 credit hours per semester. I was working like 2 to 3 part-time jobs at a time. Sometimes I was also in the Army Reserves. One of the biggest things was attitude, right? My performance was down because of my attitude, because my life was stressful and I didn't know how to exude that stress and take that stress out elsewhere. So if I could preach anything to you, that same attitude that you didn't give quality customer service this morning at McDonald's or wherever it is, it follows you everywhere, right? It's the same, you're the same person, you just have to have that ability to change your mindset. Once you can change that mindset, you'll start to take it to higher heights, right? We just don't realize, like, it doesn't matter. If you're waking up in the morning, whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter if you had a bad night last night, you're still expected to perform at a high level every day, no matter what your job is. Working in the restaurant industry was very, very tough because, I had a lot of individuals who were, either in the college, they were in the college realm or in the high school realm. And a lot of times my high schoolers' attitudes were a lot better than the college students' attitudes. And, one of the biggest things, I don't know if it was tied to the area or just tied to a newer generation coming through or newer part of the generation coming through. But a lot of times they were a lot more respectful as well. So you have to realize your environment and the people that you're surrounded by. Real life doesn't discriminate based on age, right? You might have people who are exactly your age who are going to be your boss just because a change of attitude or, a change of outlook on life, right? They could just zoom past because they decided that they were going to stay in the race. It doesn't matter what your age is. It's all about that attitude and that mentality you bring to the table. And if you continue to bring a poor attitude to whatever you're doing, it's going to continue to reflect. And it's going to hamper on the peers around you, and nobody's going to want to be around you. A simple attitude can, you can have all the skills in the world, but if you don't have the right mentality, if you don't sport a good attitude when you're doing your job, it's going to carry on. It doesn't matter if you're the Fortune 500 CEO or if, you're, Joe Schmo at McDonald's or whatever it is. The bottom line is attitude is everything. Your mentality going into something, you have to change that mentality in order to change yourself, in order to develop. Saying, I can do this, going from a negative standpoint to a positive standpoint, right? So in communication, when you're communicating, your attitude comes out and it shows everywhere, right? I noticed, the mornings that, I would come in, grumpy, I would have a grumpy day. I would have a bad day. The mornings I would come in positive, kicking those positive vibes, keeping my mental strong, right? Those are the days that I had, like, the best days. Same with now. If I refuse to grab a customer's bag in my mind, I'm already having an attitude before they even get in the car, right? So I made it my job and my duty and my obligation to get out, help those customers with their bags and help them get into the car so that way we have a smooth ride, because potentially I have to spend a 5 to 10 minute window with that person, and that carries over into my detail company when it starts to explode and get off the ground. If I'm continuously having an attitude when I show up at somebody's door, like, oh well, I'm here to clean it for you right now, you ready or not? If I get up there and I have an attitude, then that's going to interject into everything that I'm going to do for that person during that opportunity while I'm, guaranteeing trying to provide a quality service. I can provide all the quality service in the world, but if they can't get past my attitude, I got a real problem, right? And then they're not going to recommend anybody else, right? It's about, in that type of business, it's about customer acquisition, but at the same time, it's about maintaining the customer service base that you already have. So if you can't maintain that type of high level of customer service, you're not gonna, make it very far. Not including the fact that if you have employees that work with you or work for you in a certain organization or a certain industry, they're not going to want to be around you, right? So attitude is everything. Yo, this is the Hungry Millennial. This is episode 19. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, today, check your attitude. Watch your attitude. Make sure you're sporting a great positive attitude and see where that takes you in life. Anyway, this has been the Hungry Millennial. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you.
I got